Welcome to Fairy Animal Stories, your go-to place for heartwarming and emotional humans and animals stories. When Thomas Meyers, a quiet, middle-aged man who had recently lost his wife to cancer, stepped into the local animal shelter one rainy afternoon, he wasn't entirely sure why he was there, just that the silence in his home had grown unbearable, a cavernous void echoing with memories. The smell of damp fur and disinfectant filled his nose as he wandered past cages of barking, wagging, hopeful creatures until his eyes landed on a mutt in the farthest corner. Scruffy, trembling, eyes filled with resignation. "That's Shadow," the volunteer said, barely hiding her sadness. "He's been returned 3 times. No one wants him. He's difficult." But something in those defeated eyes pulled at Thomas's heart, and before he could second-guess himself, he signed the papers and took Shadow home. The first days were rough. Shadow growled at the vacuum, refused to eat near anyone, flinched at raised voices, and barked endlessly at the door. Thomas, patient and gentle, spoke in calm tones, read aloud to the dog at night, even played music, classical at first, then soft jazz, learning over time what calmed the nervous creature. Slowly, Shadow began to trust, inching closer during story time, resting his head on Thomas's knee as the days passed. One winter morning, while walking through the woods behind his property, Thomas slipped on an icy patch and fell, snapping his leg and losing consciousness. Hours passed, temperatures dropped, and in that moment of frozen stillness, Shadow, once the unwanted, untrusted dog, sprang into action. He barked relentlessly, circling Thomas, nudging his face, then ran, miles through thick woods, back to the nearest road, where a passing hiker noticed the distressed dog and followed him through the snow. Rescue came just in time. In the hospital, doctors told Thomas that had he stayed out another hour, hypothermia would have claimed him. News of the rescue spread, and Shadow became a local hero. Pictures in the paper, people stopping them on walks, and the shelter that once doubted him now proudly displayed a photo of their miracle dog on the lobby wall. But to Thomas, the true miracle wasn't just that Shadow had saved his life. It was how, in saving each other, they had both found something they thought was gone forever: purpose, companionship, and a new beginning. The man who had walked into the shelter, seeking silence, had instead found a heartbeat that now followed him everywhere. A once rejected soul who had shown that even the broken, when loved enough, could become whole again.